Today, from Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, it's Week 8 of the NFL on EA Sports. As we'll see Dwayne Haskins and the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on Sam Darnold and the Carolina Panthers.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Western Pennsylvania and Heinz Field in the Steel City of Pittsburgh. This was the scene just a few moments ago as the Pittsburgh faithful were fired up by the hometown Steelers taking the field. They're all set as they'll match up with the Carolina Panthers. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, we look at this Steeler ball club entering play. And they've lost 3 straight here, and it goes without saying, I guess, they could certainly use a win.
And how do they get a win? Because they've lost 3 straight, I think it's paramount that they get a fast, clean start to this game.
Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Taken at the goal line. And able to take it past the 25 and yard line. So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. Under center, it'll be the Southern California native standing at 6'4", Sam Darnold.
And his stat line last week, that's not going to get him to the Pro Bowl. All right, no touchdowns, no interceptions, but they won. And so the bottom line for him is team won, managed the game effectively, led them to victory. He's doing all the right things.
On 1st and 10, Darnold. And he's got McCaffrey open, complete. That'll give him 8 that time, and it'll make it a 2nd down. A good, safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good, and once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
The play fake, and it's Darnold. And a Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd. Just 2 plays in, and Charles already their first sack defensively.
Yeah, how about that? That didn't take long, did it? And now they look at 3rd down, and that's another time to try and go and get the quarterback too.
Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. Oh, and now some space to operate. The 20. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Panthers are going to take a first-quarter lead.
Bottom line, when you play a runner with these talents, you've got to be able to wrap up and get him on the ground. Or the first person who gets there, hold him up long enough for the next wave to get there and get him down. Otherwise, he will continue downfield and find pay dirt.
Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. And this will be good to give the Panthers a 7-0 lead. Just a 4-play drive that time. And the last play on the drive, the touchdown. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. So here are the Steelers now to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by a first-round pick in 2019 from Ohio State. It's Dwayne Haskins.
Well, his ratio was good last week. Most quarterbacks are really excited about a 3-to-1.
And they'll run for the first time with Najee Harris. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Partner, is that what you call a quick hitter? That was actually a bolt of lightning, wasn't it? Right out of the gate.
And, of course, on the heels of him winning AFC Offensive Player of the Week 1 week ago.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. A give to Harris. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Pretty much unreal, not just in terms of yardage, Charles, but also throw in the 3 touchdowns as well.
When you put the whole package together, I can make you a pretty good guarantee right now. He's going to see a few more people in the box every time he lines up.
Yeah, I don't think that the defense has any choice. They've got to stop him. Can't let a repeat performance like that.
Agreed.
Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5. Now Haskins. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. And the Panthers are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. And this, Charles, definitely not what they were wanting to see. Remember, he threw interceptions in the loss last week. After the interception, here's Darnold to the right side and complete to Hurst. Not much there, only a yard. 2nd and 9. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. He's going to drop this down to McCaffrey. And they'll bring him down right at midfield, and he is well short of the 1st down. Here's the Panthers punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. Out of bounds as he appeared to be looking for the corner. He got it. They're going to mark this at the 4-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Harris. And space opened up a bit. He's able to take this up past the 10. A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with 3rd down looming. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he will have the 1st down as he's up to his 17-yard line.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Haskins to throw it. He gets it complete to Harris. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Now it's Haskins. Rolling to his left. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on 3rd down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a 1st down.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. Harris going to get it again on second down.
And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. Flush to his right. Going right back to Beckham here, complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. On the give, this is Harris.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Now it's Haskins. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Haskins will throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Harris.
And the Steelers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Harris. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Najee Harris, his 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire.
Chris Boswell now for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. That drive, a long one, spanning 15 plays.
And it was Najee Harris who finished it off with a touchdown run.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Fielded right around the 8. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47.
54 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Extra point now by Boswell. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
This one fielded at the 5. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up. But you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
On 2nd and 10, Darnold. That's the tight end Hurst with it. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Darnold. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. To throw on 2nd and 10. Darnold looking for Marshall, but it's intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks it, and they will finally run him down, but not until he brings this one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They hand this off to Harris. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Najee Harris with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Steelers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So his strong first half gets the end zone here. Boswell for the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. A nice tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only one play to score. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Sam Darnold leading the offense out for their next possession. He and his team, they have had a rough go of it here in this first half. Maybe time for him to put his foot down here in the second quarter.
Put his foot down and become a little more accurate throwing the football. He's already thrown 2 interceptions. He's trying to find a way to equal things out. And instead of it going to the opponents, get it to his own receivers and find the end zone.
Yeah, you mentioned those 2 picks. No touchdown passes yet either. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. McCaffrey on the toss right. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
The coaches stress their defense being physical. They don't just mean the big guys. How about the guys on the outside, the cornerbacks? It's not just their job to patrol the airspace. They can get involved in the run game as well.
Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
36 yards on the punt with no return, and the Steelers will go on offense here. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent, it's really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
Yeah, now they're just looking to add to that total. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. The Steelers on third down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
That might be the third down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Taking it about the 16. It's a 47-yard punt, return of 6. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. Christian McCaffrey and the Panthers about set to go on offense. And go away from him on this. Darnold on 1st down. For the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. 3 first-half interceptions now, and Charles, you'd have to think a fair amount of concern is developing over there on that sideline.
And there should be, because essentially he's been a little loose here in the first half. Now, maybe it's not on him, but still 3 interceptions.
Now after the turnover, here's Haskins. Steps away to his left. And that is incomplete.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into a bigger point. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 67 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Just a yard to go here on 2nd down. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Najee Harris, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. So what a first half that he has had running the football. That now 3 touchdown runs.
And I'm anticipating when they get down in the red zone.
Extra point now by Boswell. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it was Najee Harris who finished it off with a touchdown run. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Out comes Christian McCaffrey with the rest of the offense. And the ground game's been good, but they're losing here in the 2nd quarter. Can they use that ground game maybe to work the air attack a little bit more?
I think so, because now you can throw play action off of being able to run the ball effectively. And oftentimes you might want to just swing your back out of the backfield, get the ball in his hands and open.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Well, we heard all week that they were going to put the football in the air a lot. The problem is that is now 4 interceptions, Charles, that he has thrown in this first half. How do you treat a situation? What do you say to your quarterback right now?
Boy, that's an interesting question because a lot of it depends on the head coach, people making the decisions.
Now Haskins on 1st down, escaping the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Well, you know, this club, there were some reports earlier in the week, and most have heard this by now, so-called unnamed sources that were saying all is not rosy in that locker room. There's whispers that 1 or 2 guys, CD, have kind of had enough of how things are going and have been going. How would you handle that as a coach?
Well, you and I both know all the coaches that we've dealt with and come in contact with. They'd love to get their hands on those unnamed sources, wouldn't they? But they know that that's not possible, so I think they've got to go in there and make sure that this isn't a distraction. They also know that once the grumbling starts, it becomes a slippery slope, and it's hard to stop the fall. I think you need to sit some guys down and say, hey, look, we're still hoping to be a playoff team this year. We need you guys to be bought in with what we're doing. Come on, let's get on board.
Throwing now, Haskins on first down. Steps away. That's going to be caught. And in for the Steelers touchdown. Odell Beckham, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Steelers are able to widen their lead here in this first half.
If you didn't know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's a that did it again. This offensive
Boswell for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So that drive, 4 plays, and it ends with a Pittsburgh touchdown. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Christian McCaffrey and the Panthers about set to go on offense. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that?
He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers are able to cut into this lead. Zerline good with a PAT. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. One of the shortest drives you'll ever see. One play, 75 yards, 6 points. Takes it at the 7. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Offense here about ready for their next drive. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
You know, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them. Every move they make works. It clicks. And they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. Snap comes in 1. Now Haskins. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Brian Burns able to record his 5th sack of the season. The Steelers on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Rolling to his right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Oh, look at that. He gets away from one. Another nice move. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds. He had his sights on the end zone, no doubt, but is brought down. And they'll run on first down with Hubbard. Space to run past the 20. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Chuba Hubbard, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Panthers, they're able to draw a bit closer. Zerline connects on the extra point, and the lead will be cut down to 14. I'm not sure if they drew that play up to score, but it scored indeed. One play on the ground and into the end zone for 6. From the 6. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Najee Harris and the Steeler offense set to go to work once again.
And I think he'll like this little montage. He's hit pay dirt 3 times.
This feels like good.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 103 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And a quick shuffle pass here is complete.
So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it'll be 3rd down. Here's Harris. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They're going for it. This is Harris. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. So certainly an interesting for it. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the 2nd level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the 2nd level, which gets you deeper into the secondary. We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st. Draw play, Darnold giving to McCaffrey. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Hubbard.
And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. Now here's the Panthers special teams unit to try a field goal for 3. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. And Zerline's kick is good. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
Haskins looking to throw on 1st down. Flushed out right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Brian Burns in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. Up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
Buying time to his left. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. And he will take this into enemy territory as he's out of bounds on the other side of midfield. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. On first down, it's Haskins sliding out of the pocket. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Throwing again on second down. Haskins. It's brought in by Harris. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. So mark off the yardage for roughing the passer.
And I've seen this before. On a screen pass, not only are you rushing the passer, you're rushing him deeper than normal. And I think a little frustration kicks in at the end. You're going to hit him anyway when you shouldn't.
Looking to throw, Haskins. They'll roll him out right. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
Eluding the pressure right. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
Here's Haskins on the move to his left. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Now Chris Boswell for the Steelers field goal try. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. And Boswell's kick is good. And that will get the lead up to 14. After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The possession of the football goes over to Carolina. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
On first down, Darnold. And that's complete to Marshall on the crossing route. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. On first down, it's Darnold. He's got his big tight end. That's Hurst. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Looking to throw again on second down. Darnold. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Throwing again is Darnold. For Marshall, that's complete. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Now the Panthers going to signal for their third and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number one. To throw again on second down. Darnold over the middle, complete. That's more. And the Panthers are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath. As again with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, good work in that first half. More from you guys in a minute. But first, let's get to some scores right here on the day before Halloween. We'll start up at TIAA Stadium in Jacksonville. And as they come towards halftime, it's the Eagles who have the lead in that one. Jalen Hurts has thrown a touchdown pass. From there, we head up to Kansas City to check on the Chiefs at Arrowhead. And they trail the visiting Denver Broncos in that one. Javonte Williams, the lone touchdown there as he's cashed one in on the ground. Finally, let's get to Indianapolis to check on the Colts at home at Lucas Oil Stadium. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Dallas Cowboys. 2 touchdown passes there for Jameis Winston. Meanwhile, in our game, no shortage of offense as each team has been able to move the ball effectively. Will the defenses show up in the second half? To find out, we give it back to our commentators, Brandon Cotton and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. And we will not have a run back here as the second half with a touchback. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now here's another carry for Harris. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. Here's Haskins to throw. Quickly into the hands of Beckham. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. Going old reliable there to the slot on 3rd down.
And the slot position has become the bane of just about every defense's existence because how do you cover? Do you go with the bigger guy to try and use size? Can try to go with the quicker guy and sometimes even get out quick there? Very difficult to match up with that slot receiver. That's why they keep going back to him.
And he's had the hot hand. Flush to his right. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Check 26, check 26. He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up.
3rd down. Here's Haskins. He'll buy some time right. Open man completes it to Claypool. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. This is Harris. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. 116 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. On 2nd down, it's Snell. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Down right around the 25.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
On third down, here's Harris. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
A give to the brother of J.J. This is Derek Watt. A gain of 3, second down.
The end result was brute force on brute force. But think about everything that's going on if you're playing defensive tackle. You're dealing with at least one blocker across from you, trying to deal with him, shed him, and maybe even a second one before you have to try and make the tackle on the big guy.
Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
To throw on third down. Haskins hit, and he lost the football. And the Panthers have recovered. So following the fumble recovery, here's Darnold. A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And this is going to be a Panthers first down as good running gets him to about the 44. And Darnold just beating the play clock. That's complete over the middle to Anderson. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Darnold will hand off to McCaffrey. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. Off of play action, Darnold. He's going to look deep for Moore. And a high throw there as this is knocked away down to the ground and incomplete. A 2nd and 10 forthcoming here. 3rd quarter action in the Steel City of Pittsburgh, PA. Here's Darnold. He's got a man. That's Marshall. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. So they wind up turning the turnover into points as they convert there for 3.
Yeah, that was a nice job there to force the fumble. They recover, hand things over to their offense, and then the offense went down and got them 3. That alone, that's not enough to win a game, but both units on these last 2 drives.
And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, That's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the give, this is Harris. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
And that's a nice down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Now they'll look to Haskins to throw it. Rolling to his right. He finds his man. Complete. That's Harris. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Throwing again on 2nd down. Haskins. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
Sliding out of the pocket. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. A great play there with his first career. Extra point now by Boswell. And the lead is up to 18 now. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch arms as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Carolina getting set to take the field. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Yeah, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there. Forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Again from the 20 after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10. Now it's Darnold. And that's complete to McCaffrey. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A big connection on that one. 32 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Now Darnold. Short throw underneath to Hurst. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. Darnold to throw again. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down. Faking the give, Darnold. And as he throws and the ball is out, it's a live football. Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. One, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon. And the Steelers force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. I'm starting to wonder, Charles, if 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been at the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it and see any better.
Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Harris. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
I don't want to make a story where there's not one, but he threw the 3 interceptions last week. Looked a little uncomfortable. He looks much more comfortable today.
Yeah, just 1 pick so far and his team leads. So now they can play complementary football, meaning if he takes care of the ball and his offense, well, if they're humming along, the defense doesn't have to be out there as long. He's taking care of his guys on the other side of the ball.
They're enjoying a 4th quarter advantage. And they're going to speed things up here. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Looking to throw. Haskins being chased out left. And he's got his big tight end here. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A great effort there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Steelers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Boswell for the extra point. And they open the lead up now to 25 points. That time a 6-play drive. And it ends with the Steelers finding the end zone. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Sam Darnold and the Carolina offense set to take over here. And, partner, there's really no way to sugarcoat the game that he's had. He's just struggled.
And anytime you're throwing this amount of interceptions, there's some element of bad luck. Sometimes you get a tip ball. But overall, as you've noted, there's just no way around it. It's been a horrible, horrible game for him. But can he rally himself, pick himself up, and make a winning play or two when they need it? That's what we're looking for.
Yeah, he's looking for anything to cling on to right now in the positive department. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Darnold now to throw. That's caught. It's McCaffrey again.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. To the air again, Darnold gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down. So that'll change things a bit. 15 yards added on. Going to put him on the other side of midfield.
And add on a shake of the head defensively because he got caught where his hand wasn't supposed to be. And that cost him 15 yards.
On 1st and 10, Darnold. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. From the 39, Darnold. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Tyson Alualu. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
He seemed to have a reasonable amount of time in the pocket, but he couldn't get rid of the football, and the end result, Charles, him on the ground.
Yeah, he's got to keep an internal clock to go along with his offensive line. When you're talking about 3, 4, 5 seconds, that's a reasonable amount of time to expect to deliver the ball downfield. So great to try and complete a pass. It's equally important to know when to throw the football away, too.
And they will advance this across midfield, but still well shy of a first as he's tackled at the 47. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. From the gun, it's Haskins. They'll roll him out right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10. They hand this off to Harris. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge. When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And the Panthers take possession here. After the interception, here's Darnold. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Hurst. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. A 1st down throw, Darnold.
Again, that's Hurst. 7 yards, the pickup there. 3 yards remain for 2nd down.
Darnold. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Again, Darnold. That's to McCaffrey, complete. Hard running at the 15. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Darnold. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Third and 2, Darnold. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Well, when you get an elite running back like he is, sometimes you've got to employ the by any means necessary method to get him down.
Yeah, sometimes you're relieved even if a flag comes out. But if you just get the hand up and you get it on the mask, you can kind of get away with that. But as soon as you curl it around a finger or the hand, that's pretty easy for everyone to see, and they'll call that one every time.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. To throw is Darnold. Got a man right side, it's McCaffrey. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Zerline good with a PAT. And that'll cut the lead down to 18. So that drive takes them down the field in 8 plays. And the end result, a Panthers touchdown. And this doesn't work. The Steelers recover it. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Haskins going to try to throw it out to his left. And he'll throw this one away. I don't think he's out of the pocket, no. Here comes the flag. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Here's Haskins out of the gun. Completion here to Claypool. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Third and 2, now Haskins. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Brian Burns make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. A CD, a little bit of feast or famine for him. He's had some success throwing the football, but also now he's been sacked 4 times.
Yeah, you just mentioned the 4 sacks, but you're right. He has managed to hang in there and make plays at times. His offensive line, they've got to figure it out and pick things up and give him more opportunities, and he has to help them by getting rid of the ball a little bit quicker as well.
After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Pittsburgh, the victory means they'll up their mark to 5-3 on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for the Panthers, they'll fall to 5-3 with a loss. And they will be back home next week for a date with Washington. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.